it's Marisa the Medium. Thank you for joining me for this week's edition of What's in the Cards for the week of October 12th through October 18th. And we are approaching Halloween, and as you can see, I'm kind of channeling a little moment here with my Bride of Frankenstein hair. It's kind of making me think that maybe I should be that for Halloween. Anyway, I digress. If you're new here to my channel, thank you so much. I'm a mystical mama who loves getting messages from guardian angels, signs from the universe, all things health and wellness except food prepping. Never mind, it's a thing. It's annoying. Anyway, all of those things I love. I welcome you here to the channel. If you don't want to miss any of these, I'm gonna ask you to do that thing you do, like and subscribe, share with friends. That being said, let's get on for today's reading, and I have been told to start with the Soul's Journey deck by James Van Praagh. This is a go-to deck. It's absolutely one of my favorites. You can see there's a nice mandala on there. So what we're channeling is the energy of the mystical. What do we want to know about our life's purpose this week? As I said in last week's video, fall is often a time for reflection and turning inward. So let's see what the cards have to say for you this week about that exact premise. And we have, interesting, we have the Death card. This is, when this comes up, this card oftentimes freaks people out. Can't talk. I love this card, and this actually says, I'm learning that endings are merely beginnings. And this is what I tell people all the time in regards to a death. A death, whether in the moment of an idea, whether it's the death of a project that you may have been working on, sometimes even those people that are close to us, it's merely the beginning of something new. You cannot move forward without there being some sort of a death. And the way that we do that is look at a fire. We've all had raging wildfires in Southern California for over, I think, a month at this point. And you can't begin to have brand new fertile soil unless that which has come before it has been destroyed and suffered some kind of destruction. So think about that and tune into that, how that plays out for you this week. What kind of a death are you experiencing? Are you willing to experience the death of a thought, a way that we might be thinking towards ourselves, or a way that we might be thinking towards others? I know for a lot of people, judgment has been coming up. So wouldn't that be great to find one more way to put, so to speak, a nail in the coffin of judgment, whether again that's for the self or towards others. So that's card number one. And I have been told to then go into this other favorite deck, The Fifth Agreement by Don Miguel Ruiz and his son, Don Jose Ruiz. I absolutely love this. So let's see what the cards have for us to say in regards to this death and this new beginnings. What else is going to come up for you this week? What else do you guys have to say? And we are going to, I am completely authentic. Now, isn't that interesting as it ties into this death card? If we are being authentic, then maybe what we're letting go is a way of being inauthentic. Are we being inauthentic with the way that we speak or the way that we are behaving and thinking towards ourselves? It says, I don't pretend to be what I am not. I am what I am, and I accept what I am. Excuse me as I'm like about to sneeze. Oh, don't let that happen on camera. Okay, it's going. I'm just like a flower, just like the ocean, just like the sun. I am just like me. Don't pretend to be anything that you're not. Let the death of that come forward so that you can start moving forward in your own way of authenticity this week. How can you speak with more authenticity? How can you act with more authenticity? How can you serve with more authenticity? A friend I know, Monique Darling of Everyday Tantra, had told me years ago that she learned from somebody else that if you are a yes, you are a hell yes. If you are a maybe, you're still a no. And if you're a no, you're a hell no. So unless you're a hell yes, you're a no. Figure out how that is going to relate to you this week. And he offers opportunities, invitations. If you're not authentically a hell yes, you're a no. But leave room for the maybe too. It doesn't have to be completely binary. I said to a friend last week, you know, I appreciate the invitation. I'd love to hang out with you. It's going to be at the end of a long day. Could I please leave the maybe in the window? But that was being authentic. So find a way for you to tap into that authenticity and be more like you and more accepting of yourself. So I find that to be a very interesting one. We are going to go into the Raven Raven's Prophecy Tarot, and this is what we used last week. So I love this. Again, this deck is absolutely beautiful. The artistry on it, Maggie Stiefvater. Please say that I said that right, because nobody ever gets my name right, and I do my best to say other people's names right. So, tarot, Raven's Prophecy Tarot, what do we have in store for us? What do we have to expand on this message? Maybe the death of inauthenticity and how maybe even self-judgment needs to go. Judgment in general. We have the Nine of Wands, and this suit, the wands, tends to be associated with fire and creativity, and the nine begins to move towards the end of the deck. So how I'm hearing this is, as we begin to have the death and the self-acceptance come in hand, this is going to spark the creativity and begin to bring a new way of being coming forth into everything that you interact with this week. Again, so that you can be more authentically yourself, and you can see that there are two hands holding the flame encompassed with one another. And I feel that this energy is, you're even begin to be coddling almost yourself and protecting it and allowing that fire to really go, because the 10 of any suit, which would be the card after this, the 10 of any suit is a completion. So you would be nearing the completion of this transformation of either the death and beginning of authenticity, if you haven't done that already. So that is what these few cards tied together, that message is bringing for you. And I was told one last card to pull for you guys today, and this is from a deck I haven't used in a while, Buddhism reading cards. I love this. I find that wisdom can come from so many different sources if only we're open to it. And so I've often been open to what it is that the energy of the Buddha could say. Do I believe in God? Yes, I do. But I'm open to the energy, ideas, practicality, and the wisdom that can really come from a Buddhist type of perspective. So let's see what else this has to bring forth for us today, and that would be, oh, this is gorgeous. The artwork on this, so Fan-Chan, amazing. Equanimity. I find hope in the darkest of days and focus in the brightest. I do not judge the universe. Dalai Lama. Love, love, love the Dalai Lama. Equanimity embodies forging ahead with an unshakable courage to experience all circumstances that come your way, and without judging them as good or bad, right or wrong, gain or loss, so that you will not be disturbed by your own negative emotions. Nothing can then spin you out of your calm center. Amazing. I'm dying right now, because the fact that this talks about the courage and judgment, again, bringing up the death of judgment, that could not be more clear, so that with that death, you can then forge forward in a space of equanimity and then come from a place of being calm, because there's no judgment. There's no judgment. And when we let go of judgment, we can be in what I call the isness of the moment, the present moment, the isness of it. So there you have it, you guys. I really, really appreciate you turning in. Please let me know if this has resonated for you this week. And again, please do that thing you do. Push like, subscribe, maybe share with a friend, comment. I'll comment back for you guys. Thank you so much for being with me this week.